Logic and Reason starts now. Yo. Salutations, everybody. Time to get into it. I'm your host, Devo Primo. I'm joined by Mel Melissa. Welcome. It is a beautiful, or kind of chilly, but halfway decently temperatured Tuesday night. Welcome to Logic and Reason, where we discuss topics that impact society while seeking to understand the logic and reasonings behind them. We are now live every Tuesday and Thursday. So that's an accomplishment. We were kind of working towards this. I know a lot of the shows that we've done in the past were pre-recorded, trying to get into the flow. I think we're now in there. Of course, I have to remind everyone to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yep, and tap the notification bell. Welcome to this wonderful live stream, you guys.
Tippity tap tap. So, Mel Melissa, last week I stumbled upon an interesting video by a young woman by the name of Brandy. Mm-hmm. And she was upset about a local McDonald's that she frequents. Mm-hmm. And the fact it didn't have a fresh cookie.
Yes.
And so I was like, what is happening here? So we want to check this out. Huh? She
was livid.
Absolutely. I've never seen this level of passion for a cookie before. So let's look at this video in question, and we'll get back.
Never have my mother fresh cookies. I got a call every time for my fresh. This McDonald's never have my mother fresh cookies. I got a call every time for my fresh cookies. Hi.
Can I pull over to the side right now, please?
Are y'all gonna have my fresh cookies?
Yes.
And how long? How long?
2 minutes.
2 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, out the gate. How do we get here? I mean, most of these internet videos already start in like the middle of the action. We never see what the lead up was. But she is irate.
Yes. She's filming herself.
And she's filming herself. This is what the young kids called self-snitching. That's kind of what's happening here.
And facing the camera as she's yelling, I guess, behind her.
Can you imagine? Like, you're the person working at the drive-thru, and the person, you just see the back of their head.
Yep, and then a bunch of expletives. Beep, beep.
Like, it's just...
Yeah.
She's going nuts.
Are you the manager?
Does it get better?
This can't be because of cookies.
Hopefully it gets better.
2 more minutes. Yes. God damn. What's your name? You the new manager?
I'm the manager here.
The new one, right? Yeah. Damn, 2 more minutes. I'm going to ask you next time I come, can y'all please have some fresh cookies? Because I called. I literally.
Oh, can we
Excuse me for laughing at her.
I've never met anyone who's called McDonald's ahead of time.
Oh, you have to call ahead and get your gourmet chocolate chip cookies.
For McDonald's.
Just kidding. I've never done that.
I mean, I obviously I'm a huge fan of apps. So I have ordered a meal before ahead of time and then showed up and picked it up. But never have I called McDonald's and said, hey, you guys better have these fresh cookies out here or else.
Better believe it.
Call. I literally call and make orders every time. It's not fine. Damn, for 3 cookies? I got to pull up for 3 cookies? 2 minutes?
Have a great day.
She's nice.
All right. Okay.
It doesn't matter if you record. I'm being nice to you, okay?
All right, we'll close the...
Which is 100% facts. It does not matter that you have this camera in my face. I did not deserve this level of action. I wonder what time of day is it? Is it in the morning? Because I would hate for this to be in the morning. This lady just woke up. She's like, I'm going to start my shift off right. We're going to be positive today. Hey, everyone. Welcome. It's a nice Tuesday.
Right.
And all of a sudden, she rolls through the window. Man.
What's the damn thing? You said you was going to... Yep, I am.
Can you please pull over?
I am.
Okay, can I have her money back, please? I'm going to ask you to leave.
All right, give me my damn money for sure, because y'all got some raggedy employees in...
Now, she calls people raggedy.
Yeah.
She's the one calling people raggedy right now.
And now she's screaming. That's hilarious, though. It's like after the fact, they already said, the manager already instructed the employee to get her money. And then now she wants to act like, oh, I'm demanding the money.
They want you to leave at this point.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't want y'all cookies. The motherfuckers up in there showing each other manicures and manicures. That's what y'all got. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. I'ma tag y'all too. I'ma tag y'all.
Anyway, so the funny,
It's what, $1 or something?
I don't know. She's nuts. So she is supposedly she's a blogger. So I think she's trying to do the Lord's work by calling out incompetent fast food restaurants.
By berating them over cookies? Okay.
You're not buying it?
Creating content?
It must be.
No, but she actually seemed upset, for real.
She did actually seem legitimately, or either that or she's a tremendous actor. Now, this is in California, so, that might also be the case. But, to be fair, right, this video was actually a resurface from back in 2015. So it's actually quite old. But I had to think to myself, I was like, is this situation done with? Are we done with the crazy people going irate on socials? And unfortunately, that's not the case. We do actually have some more. We have some more.
Uh-oh.
So we did a little digging. And it turns out that I found something in Texas. So the local police in
Don't do Texas like that.
I know. It's unfortunate. Local Central Texas woman. She had a foul mood when fast food restaurant took a long time to deliver her chicken nuggets. And so she called 911 to complain. That is a first. Can you imagine?
911.
So
as an emergency personnel for
yes,
an emergency.
Excuse me, 911. Yes, sir. Are you in danger? I am. I don't have my chicken nuggets. We have a problem.
They'd be like, "Excuse me, ma'am?
My chicken nuggets. Where are they?"
Ma'am, I'm not understanding how we can help you.
It's absolutely crazy.
Is there some issue at the scene
I don't understand what's happening.
aside from your chicken nuggets?
Right.
That's crazy.
All right. So let's.
I'm still baffled. Okay, yeah, you pulled it up here. I'm
Yeah, I'm
like,
gonna pull it up because
Ooh.
some people might think, "Oh, this guy's just trolling. This is not real."
It feels like
No,
it.
it's real. This is 100% real. All right. So let me see what we got here. There we go. Let's try to make it a little bigger. All right. So unfortunately, shout outs to all the people in Waco. I didn't realize that chicken nuggets were a rare commodity in Waco, Texas. That's pretty wild. So the woman supposedly parked in the drive-through lane at the McDonald's and refused to budge. It was being confrontational with the employees, of course, right, without fail. And there were lines of vehicles behind her, the restaurant employees. So a restaurant employee actually called 911. So I got that incorrect. It wasn't her that called. Actually, no, she did call. Wait, yeah, because up here it says she called 911 to complain.
Yeah, she called and complained. They just probably also called.
So they also
to that?
called. All right, so you get
Oh.
2 calls to 911. I imagine the police department's like, what is happening over there? All right, so this was on a Friday night. I imagine she was trying to meet up with her girlfriends or something. We're about to pour up, yada, yada.
At McDonald's.
At the McDonald's. And all of a sudden, we were supposed to be an in and out. We were supposed to just come in, get the nuggets, get out. And unfortunately, the McDonald's crew decided they didn't want to cooperate. In her perspective.
And then they say, "Man, we're going to call the police on you if you don't leave. We're going to call 911. She's like, "I'm calling 911. I already called because you guys didn't get my food on time."
Right. So then they end up giving her her money back and told her to
No.
leave. But they did not give her the nuggets.
Okay,
So maybe
this is
there's
a little different.
there's a different policy. If you ask for cookies, you can get the cookie. But if you ask for nuggets, that's a no.
So she left without the nuggets.
No on nuggets. Very interesting. Do you happen to have another that we could possibly venture off of? It can't be the only one. It's not actually.
It's not. We have a couple.
We have several. Actually, I think the other one is Houston.
No.
Yeah, shout outs to Houston.
And I was just gonna joke about Waco.
All right, so this next one, it was a couple that were suspects of an arrest that allegedly pulled a gun at the McDonald's manager during an argument over salting their fries.
Wow, this is getting serious.
So, if you can just, go back in time here. This is actually not that far in time. This was July of last year. So, this couple, right? They had a long day. I want to go to McDonald's. I want to feed myself some unhealthy food and just have my night, right? And unfortunately, you get there and I guess, well, they don't really say if there wasn't enough salt or if there was too much. They don't specify what the salt content was about. Do you happen to know? How serious was the salt?
What was it in it? Because it was too salted or it wasn't salted enough?
They don't say.
Oh, no. Let me see real quick.
Ooh, look at these names. Go ahead and try to give a go at these names.
Oh, did you do that too?
Treykia. Yeah. Nice. Charge of aggravated assault with deadly weapon. Let's go. Why?
You should not ever.
Why would you pull a gun up at the manager at the drive-thru window? That doesn't even make any sense. What could you possibly say that would garner a warrant to shove a gun in their face? Like, it doesn't matter how bad you are at your job. You shouldn't die because you were bad at your job.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't even seem to make any sense.
And it may not even be bad at the job. I mean, they just, because I guess it doesn't have that much information on it. But the salt, so I guess McDonald's fries, I haven't had them in a while. They are kind of salty already, but maybe they wanted more salt. And they probably don't do that because McDonald's is kind of a little machine going, like, where they have everything already prepared of how they're going to have it.
Right.
So they probably couldn't get more salt.
They're a well-oiled machine, right? Like, they have, a set way of doing things. That's what you go to McDonald's for. You don't go to McDonald's for gourmet, like, have it your way type thing, like a Chipotle or something where you say, hey, can I have a little bit more lettuce? That's not how this is McDonald's.
And usually people understand that. It's like, okay, there's the dollar menus, there's a couple other menu items with additional special toppings or things, but I don't know. I'm not as familiar.
People are losing it.
But definitely it's not appropriate to treat employees like that, and especially a gun. I'm just really kind of dumbfounded. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to... So far, we have 2 Texas, we have 1 California, but, the state that we really, really need to add on this list is Florida, right? That's
Florida.
Florida. You can't forget about Florida. Florida is always like, hey, hold my beer, right? This is what we're about to do. So let's look at the first Florida story. This one was back in May of last year. Okay. Florida woman gets in a shootout with deputies at the McDonald's.
Now, is this fries or cookies?
Right. What is this one about? So, Florida woman was arrested after she got into a shootout with deputies at a Florida McDonald's Saturday night, the chief said. Orange County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying the deputies were sent to the McDonald's in Orlando around 10:30 with for an armed robbery call. So she tried to rob McDonald's?
This is actually not funny. This is sick.
This is sad.
Yeah.
Deputies said a woman in her 30s made threats and fired a gun inside the restaurant, but the customers and employees managed to get out unharmed. Nice.
Whose bright idea is it to go and rob McDonald's? To rob anywhere, obviously, but you're going to McDonald's to rob them.
Here's the crazy thing about it. So when 3 deputies arrived at the scene, the woman fired at them from inside the store.
Oh, yeah, you did say it was a shootout. So...
And then the deputies returned fire.
You don't realize that you're in enough trouble already?
No, I'm going to make this worse. Look, go hard or go home.
I'm not leaving without my fries and my cookies. Give me the cookies! Give it to me!
There was a standoff for over 6 hours?
I said I'm not going to jail.
As deputies tried to negotiate a surrender, at around 4:45, I would be livid if I was the manager of this McDonald's. I'm stuck here until almost 5 o'clock in the morning because this lady wants to act crazy.
Really? What is in this food? What's in this food?
Guys in the comment section, please help us understand Is it cocaine? Like, what is in McDonald's ingredients that's causing people to lose their minds? They're going crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm only able to kind of like laugh a little bit because it looks like no one was harmed at this incident. But I'm like, you guys put people in danger, heavy danger, with bringing guns to those establishments, and that's not what guns are for.
That's crazy. I just don't understand how we get to this point. Like, what? How did we devolve to this level? All right. We got to keep Florida going. So here's another one, right? This one happened. What's the time frame for this one?
I think that was also February.
This is February. This is this year.
I was going to say last year.
Shout outs to February of this year. Let's go.
Florida, let's keep it going. Keep it rolling.
This is hilarious. Whoever wrote this is tremendous. The very first line here says, "It was far from a happy meal."
Hey, I'm going to get my writing chops, my writing creds.
That's hilarious. An irate Florida woman pointed at a loaded gun and terrorized McDonald's staffers Thursday in a dispute over a free cookie. Here we go. Another cookie. Let's go. Oh.
Amari Hendricks, 24, was in the drive-thru of an Altamonte Springs McDonald's when she began arguing with an employee about her right to a complimentary cookie.
I have a right.
What?
To this complimentary cookie. And I will fight to the death for this cookie.
You don't have right to a free cookie.
Yes,
it's a business.
It is my constitutional First Amendment right. It said, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of cookie.
See, parents out there, this is what happens when you raise your child and not only allow them to have McDonald's, they can have McDonald's, they can have the Happy Meal, but when you make it seem like they can demand to have McDonald's for free because they're used to you getting it for them, and now this girl has grown up and she's like, cool, I'm going to roll up and get a free cookie because that's what I'm supposed to get.
She's only 24. I mean, you're about to tear up your life over a cookie. This is nuts.
Yeah, consequences were not going through her mind.
Whoa! So police said that she allegedly pulled out a black handgun, inserted a magazine, racked aside, and pointed the firearm at the drive-thru worker. I don't know what a drive-thru worker has to say or do. Again, I kind of go back to the question I said earlier. How do you lose your life over? I don't even know if this is a fub. Because maybe she was just nuts and just wanted a free cookie.
Yeah, this is really nuts. I mean, how do you, with a straight face, pull up and you're like, give me that free cookie, clack, clack. Like, what? Clack, clack being the good my sound.
Apparently she scratched some guy's face and neck.
Oh my gosh, was she climbing into the window?
Yeah, she must have climbed through, so she must have just went nuts.
Why do people behave like this?
Did she eventually get the cookie? That's where I'm more interested in right now. Yeah, so she refused to comply with the officers and demanded if eventually it be taken to custody. The cookie fueled clash. This guy's having fun with this. Tremendous. Oh, yeah, that's actually not funny. It's pretty bad, actually. Somebody almost lost their life over a cookie. That's actually two people. That's two cookies. So we got fries, two cookies, and some nuggets. That's where we're at right now.
Oh, yeah. The whole Happy Meal.
The whole Happy Meal. People are going crazy. So we have another one. March of this year.
Stop.
Shout outs to Florida. Giving us the full business.
Florida again.
Yes. Straight facts. Here we go.
Oh.
Woman points a gun at a Florida McDonald's employee over non-existent menu item. Let's go.
I said, give me that item. Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have that.
She looks nuts, too. Look how crazy.
That's a little creepy. That's kind of scary. Take her off the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of fast forward through that one. All right, so she, again, somebody under 30.
Yeah.
Right, another one. Was arrested at a McDonald's drive-thru after pointing a gun at an employee during an argument over a non-existent menu item. According to police, was that Quavi?
Yeah.
Quavi?
Quavi?
Quavi Young?
Okay. We'll go with that.
I love these names. Let's get it. Was arrested in McDonald's drive-thru in Coca after pointing a gun at the employee during an argument. The incident occurred when Young demanded a cheeseburger bundle. Yeah, I don't know what the cheeseburger... Does she mean menu? Like the cheeseburger combo?
She's called it a bundle?
Give me the cheeseburger bundle.
That's how they order their hair. I'm not kidding. The hair comes in bundles with the extra
Give me the cheeseburger bundle.
So now everything's in bundles. No, I know people do that online on different stores for like physical items that are non-edible. So I don't know. I've never heard of that. The bundle. It's
kind of hard. I can see how the staffer probably was like, okay, we offer a lot of different cheeseburgers.
Does she mean a combo?
But also too, which cheeseburger? Are you talking about the quarter pounder? Are you talking about the cheeseburger off the dollar menu?
Gosh.
Right, like what kind of we offer a lot of different cheeseburgers.
Florida has so much good food, and you go to McDonald's. They have the water, like the seafood, like.
Yeah, well, I mean.
And some places moderately priced. I don't know, or you could cook.
Well, no. See, you can't do that. I mean, you had me for a little bit, and then you said cooking. Nah, you can't. No, sorry, that's a hard pass.
All right, give me that cheeseburger bundle.
Yes, the cheeseburger bundle. Oh man. So she went through the drive-thru a second time. So the first time she must have just ordered something and it was normal. And then she's like, you know what? I forgot. I didn't get the cheeseburger bundle. So she goes by the second time. Hey, sir, can I have the cheeseburger bundle? After being told that the meal was not available, she refused an employee's offer for a cheeseburger and small fries, causing a heated argument. So I figured that was the case. He was probably trying to figure out, what is this chick talking about?
And they still try to appease you. Oh,
right.
Let me help you out.
Let me give you a cheeseburger and fry. Maybe that's what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
How are they getting along in the world up to 26 and the other one 24?
But okay. Just logic and reason, right? This is our show.
Facts.
If somebody comes up to you and asks you for a cheeseburger bundle, and then
stop making me laugh.
And then in response you say, okay, would you like a cheeseburger and small fry? Isn't that as close as you can get to what you asked for?
Probably. But you could also tell them, you can explain yourself. You can use your words.
I don't have words.
I don't want the small cheeseburger and fries. I actually wanted this other item that I saw. Put in pictures. Don't they have picture menus too? Like
they do. You can say numbers, right? Because
you can say the number. Well, if you know your numbers and any other stuff.
If you know your number.
Hey, I'm not saying this is representative of Floridians at all, because Florida is a great state. No business, not business. No income tax.
Very true.
Very akin to Texas. They have their flaws, but they have their great things. But these people.
One of the flaws is that they don't have a cheeseburger bundle.
Oh dear. I'm not even gonna go there.
Just saying.
I can't.
I don't know how you get into a heated argument over this. I just don't understand.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to get in a heated argument over that.
Oh, but what I don't, okay. So he's trying to help, right? You get mad because he's not giving you the item you wanted. I don't know at what part of the process you go from I'm angry to I'm about to whip out this gun and go to work. I don't understand where the transition happens.
They seem to be missing some like cognitive abilities there in the middle.
Supposedly she was also driving with a suspended license. So to add insult to injury on that one.
Yeah. And then all these people have guns?
Yes. And if you notice, all the stories that we've said so far are women.
Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Right? So, it's not the typical...
What happened to women having guns for protection?
Well,
from an aggressor and not being the aggressor.
Well, he was an aggressor. He was offering me a cheeseburger and a small fry. That's a death sentence.
Oh, dear. Let's leave Florida alone.
Let's leave Florida alone. Well, you know why? Because we have plenty of other states. Speaking of other states, Ohio, welcome to the club. Welcome, Ohio.
You don't want to be in this club.
How are you doing today? So we have this is a little conflicting here. Chicago, September. So I guess in my notes is wrong here. Illinois. Sorry, Ohio. We're going to put you in the back seat for right now. Illinois is up next. September 2020. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So woman sentenced to jail after attacking a McDonald's employee because she didn't get a cookie. Here we go. Cookie number, was this number 3?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Oh, and this one actually says the number of days. I was going to ask in the last one, how long do you go to jail for something like this?
That's a good point. So the judge sentenced another somebody under 30, another one, a 24-year-old woman to 90 days in jail after she climbed through the McDonald's drive-through window and attacked 3 employees because she didn't get a cookie. This cookie must be the best cookie on the planet.
I need them to make smaller windows, or I guess they're going to have to start being like some really ratchet places and putting bars in front of it.
You spit on one employee during this pandemic. Oh, yeah, this was during the pandemic. What reason for the attack? You didn't get a cookie? That's actually, that's
what the judge asked her?
That's what the judge asked.
Facts.
These kids are trying to get through a night of work in the heat of the pandemic when someone was scared to death for their lives, judge said. Yeah. I don't think she cares about that.
This is like teenagers sometimes working there, or just
most of
youth, high schoolers.
Yeah.
Young college students.
McDonald's was contributing to the community.
Okay, come on.
What?
All right.
They're not contributing to the community?
They are. These stories. I need to see some of these writers.
These kids are working and doing just that, the judge said. And because you didn't get a cookie, you came through the drive-through window and did this. Absolutely inexcusable. And saying I'm drunk is not an excuse.
You're drunk?
Oh.
You're driving with that expensive, what do you call it? A suspended license.
Does she have, does this
no,
one have?
Oh, no,
that was the other one. If they're starting to get confused.
But you got in the car and went, okay, I can't even do this anymore.
So she decided during one of her drunk fits that I'm going to go to McDonald's, and I don't know what she ordered, because I imagine it wasn't just the cookie. So she's probably, she's drunk, right? She goes there, she orders whatever it is that she ordered. And then maybe she thought that the meal comes with a cookie, but because she's drunk, her cognitive skills are not, up to snuff. And so she's like, wait, where's my cookie? And they were probably like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then she's like, all right, Hulk mode. Boom. Someone's going to die today.
Yeah. And such a dirty habit to spit on people. Even if it's not a pandemic. The judges over here talking about the pandemic, yes, which was very real. But also just spitting on people in general. Like, who does that? Nasty folks.
Yes. That's my only answer to that
It's
one.
a dirty habit.
We're going to go back to this year, right? We're going to go back to this year. And shout outs to Pennsylvania, right? We can't forget about you. And actually, I'm going to give credit to Pennsylvania because so far, we've just had these women go crazy over cookies, nuggets, and fries. But give me something healthier.
Healthy at McDonald's?
Give me a healthier item to go nuts over. So here's another one. Threats to shoot McDonald's worker over forgotten juice. There we go. That's better. That's much better.
They have juice?
Yes. State police say that they were investigating an incident where a woman threatened to shoot a McDonald's employee when she forgot to get her orange juice. So, we're getting better.
Sure.
Right? We're choosing healthier items. Right? Now, this happened around 9 o'clock. It's kind of late, so I imagine unless she's like late shift or something, and usually people are at work around that time. Police say the unknown woman threatened to shoot an employee for forgetting the orange juice that she didn't order. I don't know what's wrong with these people.
Stop.
Now, was she drunk? 9 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe. Whatever excuse they can use. These, I don't know what to call them. People. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to try.
Okay. Now, we joked, right? And this is crazy. But we do want to say that not being able to control yourself can lead to dire consequences. And for all of these women who decide to go crazy on these workers, the worst that they saw was some jail time, right? Unfortunately, one of these women actually lost her life because of this. Chicago teen fatally shot a girl for throwing water at a McDonald's employee. So I don't know what you would do or what would be said by the employee for them to get water thrown at them.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have here. All right, so 2 wrongs don't make a right. Absolutely. I don't see how this works. So apparently, Chicago Sun-Times, there's this guy, told investigators that he was actually summoned to the McDonald's. He was summoned. That's interesting. By employees following a prior altercation with the teen victim, Tierra Franklin. Okay, so maybe Miss Franklin was, this is her main McDonald's, and maybe she had an issue with one of the people who worked there. Maybe they go to the same school. Maybe that's something like, because maybe the same age group. So he arrived at the restaurant and was told things were fine as Franklin ordered the food inside with her family. She's with her family. That's interesting. You're acting crazy when your family's around. It wasn't until shortly afterwards where things went left, with prosecutors stating that Franklin went to the drive-thru. Wait, that's confusing. So you're in the restaurant, and then you go through the drive-thru window, and threw a cup of water inside. And then this guy decides he wants to react by pulling out a gun and firing at her twice. I don't see.
Wow.
That escalated very fast. I don't understand how that worked.
And he's the one they had called to come back. That sounds extremely wild.
So, several questions here. How did you go from inside to going to the drive-thru? That's confusing.
Yeah, something's not matching up.
This Anthony guy, who summoned him, and what did you bring this guy here for? Is he what kind of dude is this guy? And why? And who called him? And why is he there?
Yeah, is it your big brother?
You wanted,
hey, someone's messing with me at work. Come over here, please.
And it's a woman messing with you at work, so you call a dude? Why didn't you call a sister or somebody?
Yeah.
I don't know if
or just wait for the family to leave, or have the manager tell the family they have to leave if they don't calm their daughter down, or the girl, whoever. They didn't mention what family members, but yeah.
I just don't understand how this escalates to this level.
There has to be some
maybe
reasoning skills in between someone getting upset and then pulling out a gun.
There must be some history here. Maybe there's they were fighting each other at school or something. But then here's the thing with Anthony, poor decision-making skills here, man. This isn't even your fight.
Yeah.
What are you even doing here? And then you just kill somebody over some water? I'm going to prove a point by killing this person? And now you're about to...
What point did you prove?
You proved nothing.
Yeah. You ruined your own life. You ruined, obviously, her life and her family's life, but you ruined your life, too.
Right. Everybody's life gets ruined here. This doesn't even make any sense. But, this kind of goes into the subject at hand today, and that's just the fact that we just don't know how to act. It's just... We're losing our minds. And maybe this is not just... it's probably easy to say that this is a discipline problem and that the parents are not doing their job. And that could well be the case. But maybe it's also a chemical thing. Maybe it's the food that we're eating. It's causing some wiring issues.
Yeah, some kind of imbalance. I mean, I mentioned parents earlier, but that was in no way to blame them for this. That's absolutely not. I've definitely done my raising of some, and this is not a fault of parenting or non-parenting. And so people need to have some self-control, self-responsibility, and accountability for their actions. So,
is this also? I have to tread lightly here.
I was about to go on the spiritual side. I was going to say that sounds like something with the devil trying to get people.
Oh yes, and that might have touched in a little bit from some of the episodes that we've talked to earlier, like Saturday's show.
Yeah,
we talked about the mega churches and stuff.
I'm sure I'll go back and check that out.
Our demographic, right? Because a lot of these people, if not all of them actually, all these stories were the same demo.
With the exception of one, I guess. Oh, well, okay, so the vast majority.
Yeah. For one, we really shouldn't be eating McDonald's on a consistent basis anyway.
It's right in our neighborhood on the corners.
It is right in our neighborhood, and it's very tempting because it's right there and it's convenient and it's easy.
It's quick.
But it's not food.
It's garbage.
It's not food.
There was a time where they had salad on the menu or something, but
and that's salad laced with sugar on, so I can't even count that.
Yeah.
Did you guys, for those listening, did you guys watch that documentary, Super Size Me?
Oh, don't ruin McDonald's for them.
Well, I mean,
because actually, I like to say like, oh, I just don't eat McDonald's, but I forgot there were heavy influences of things that I watched and saw that was really in that. And everything, in the chicken and the burgers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not ruining anything because this documentary is old. So I mean, he made this a while back.
He said, "This is public information."
This is public information. But yeah, he did an experiment. I forgot the guy's name, but if you Google or search in Netflix "Super Size Me," you'll be able to find it. And so he does an experiment. He's going to eat McDonald's for 3 meals every day. For like, I think a year or something like that. And then see what the health effects are. And he was normal weight when he started this experiment. And then he gains like a crazy amount of weight. He doesn't change the amount of food he eats. He still ate the same amount. But just because it was McDonald's, it was just a bunch of weight gain. He had a bunch of health problems that stemmed from it. He would talk about how after he ate a meal, he would just feel this lethargic sluggishness.
Yeah. He didn't work out, right? He did not work out.
I think he did.
Oh.
Well, actually, he didn't like do a serious workout, but he wasn't doing serious workouts before.
Okay.
Right, so he
yeah, because it's strictly supposed to be just based on what the effects would be of eating McDonald's.
Of eating it, right? So he basically did the same old that he's been doing. The only difference is he just ate McDonald's for 3 meals, which I think that's how real is that? Are there people out there who eat McDonald's for every meal?
I don't know about every meal. I think frequenters of it, maybe like a daily or weekly thing, but
like that's... that, yeah, like every lunch they'll have it.
And I would say you are not saving money by doing that.
No, I can't imagine like how you could do that though. Like, wouldn't you get sick of it if you ate it that much? Like, yeah, it's the same burger, 5 days in a row kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can't imagine. I mean, I don't remember the last time I had a McDonald's burger. So, yeah, I don't know. But I typically don't eat stuff like that. But it's interesting. But no, I don't know. I would like to know, what society is going through that's causing these people to make really poor decisions. Especially our folks, because there seems to be a lot of us making these poor decisions at these McDonald's. And maybe it is a discipline thing. Maybe it's I think the world owes me, and or maybe it's I know this McDonald's worker is the lowest level of society, so I can stomp on them.
Oh yeah,
make myself feel good.
What's up with people treating people they think are beneath them to poorly?
They're a bunch of high schoolers. Like, who's you feel good about yourself doing that? I don't know. That's all I got on it.
Same here. I just tell people be careful. People are kind of going nuts in general with the gun thing, but the McDonald's thing too. Be careful in general what you eat.
Oh, you're right. The gun thing. We might have to do a whole episode on guns because this seems like the gun thing is, especially recently. Remember that? What was another shooting that happened?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't really figured that one out. Kind of like with the abortion episode we did the other day.
No, that's gonna be an ongoing thing.
That's gonna be an ongoing thing. Give us a comment if you guys want us to touch on guns. I don't know what we would touch on and about. Maybe like a resolution. Maybe.
Yeah, and I think our take's kind of interesting compared to the general debates that are out there. Oh, it's a conservative problem. It's a liberal problem. We need to get more we need to ban guns, or extreme to the other end. We need to let everyone have guns, or just I don't know.
Yeah.
Mental health. I think some of the stuff we've talked about privately will be of some value.
Mental health is probably going to be another one too.
Got a lot of problems. But that's why we're here to fix some of those problems, or not fix, but suggest solutions and
Yes.
safety precautions.
So speaking on that, to wrap this in a bow, if you guys ever feel, rage inside whenever you're at the drive-thru at a McDonald's, which I don't recommend you go to McDonald's anyway, but if you happen to find yourself there, try to practice restraint. Relax. Right? It's not the end of the world if you don't have your cookie. Right? Just politely ask for the cookie and go about your business. Pull over when they ask you to pull over, right? Because sometimes maybe it's in the oven or something and you'll get a fresh one if you just practice patience.
Yeah.
And let's not do stuff for clout. For that lady who's a blogger,
yeah,
who's trying to, I guess, get her stardom. It's not worth it. This is not how you want to get famous. You don't want to get famous for being some crazy lady.
Absolutely
on the
not.
internet.
And also gives people some grace. If they did happen to forget it, everyone's gone to some fast food place or pickup place to get their order, and the people have forgotten to put everything that you requested. You just politely tell them, hey, you forgot this, or could I have this? Or if it's something like ketchup packets, walk inside and just remind them, like, hey, I was supposed to get this.
No, the correct response if you don't get your ketchup is to destroy the plexiglass and completely destroy that person's establishment.
That's so wild.
Shout outs to New York.
Oh, is that where that was?
Yeah, we didn't add this one in the because it wasn't.
It was McDonald's.
It wasn't McDonald's related. This one
strictly McDonald's.
We're strictly
episode.
McDonald's for today, so that was a different one.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. We try to stay focused.
You do
on there.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, definitely.
If you have suggestions for future episodes, please either send us a message or comment. We do read comments. Give McDonald's a break.
Don't go crazy over bad foods. Oh, and we'll be back Thursday. Don't forget.
We'll be back Thursday.
Yeah. Same time.
Same time, same place.
Check us on the socials. Like and subscribe.
Indeed. See you next time.